man who's been charged with several felonies after he allegedly strangled a woman changed his plea today. And Jonathan Gayton is charged with terrorizing, domestic violence, and felonious restraint after court documents say he got into an argument with a woman, choked her, and wouldn't let her leave his apartment. He previously pleaded not guilty back in July, but changed his plea to guilty on all 3 counts today. He's expected to be sentenced in January.
New developments